Type 1, the reformer, the teacher, the activist, the crusader, the moralist, and the perfectionist. This is the second video in our Enneagram series covering the Type 1. We will be doing a video for each of the Enneagram types. You can find a blog post for each of the Enneagram types in the links below. Why Type 1s make good travelers and why they don't.
Type 1s are fantastic at pursuing quality in travel. They're going to do the work to find great experiences and make them happen. The ones in our lives are highly responsible, making them great companions to have on your travel journey. A few ways that we've seen this play out in the ones that we know is the intensity that they pursue travel. Some are great at the planning stages, the research and planning for the trip, while others are great at trusting their gut when they arrive and making decisions on the fly. They're also very interested in making the most of the trip and doing the best things on vacation. Some of the ways that a Type 1 might struggle during travel. Ones have a very strong drive for productivity and getting things done. This can make them a little too driven on vacation. Ones can have a hard time letting a bad experience go. You might have 10 great restaurant visits, but that 11th one that doesn't turn out so well will color the vacation for the rest of the trip for ones. Ones have a critical voice inside their head that's constantly telling them how they can improve and do better and beating them up when they do poorly. This is not a good companion to have on vacation. We took a recommendation from Suzanne Stabile. She is a famous Enneagram teacher. She recommends that the Type 1 names their critical voice. My husband's a Type 1 and we named his critical voice Jasper. Jasper is not allowed to come with us on vacation.
Keep watching. At the end of this video, we'll have 3 growth points for the Type 1 to improve their travel skills. And now, what does a vacation mean for a Type 1? What is an ideal vacation?
We created a series of blog posts on our blog Jaunty Everywhere, and in each Enneagram type, we had the wonderful experience of interviewing Enneagram types and asking them how they relate to vacation. The ones told us that they love a vacation that helps them expand their perspective on the world. They need to get away from home to really relax. Staycations don't usually work great for a Type 1. They also tend to enjoy new experiences, going to a new place, trying new foods, and seeking out the best that the world has to offer. We have 3 skills that we'd like to suggest that the Type 1 can build and put in their travel tool belt to improve their experiences as they travel. The first one is to transition into relaxing. Realize that as a Type 1, you can sometimes be wound a little tight. And it takes time when you leave on vacation to ease into that vacation mode. Maybe that means that you plan activities that are a little less ambitious for the first day or 2 while you shake off that the home stress and let work leave your mind so that you can focus on enjoying yourself. Take some time to mentally shift, maybe even tap into the strengths of your 7 side so that you can be a little more gregarious and fun-loving. Second, give yourself a break. Travel is hard and things are going to go wrong, and Type 1s tend to beat themselves up for every mistake that's made and every scheduling snafu that comes up. But that's just part of travel. So again, tell that inner critical voice to shut up and go on enjoying your vacation. Also, having a mindset that your routines are going to get messed up, that the food is going to be different, that your sleep schedule is going to be off, really helps you to prepare mentally and go with the flow. And third, be sure to communicate your expectations. Believe it or not, but there isn't one right way to travel. And ones tend to think there's a right way to do everything, but your travel companions probably will not agree. When you're traveling with others, it's critical that you voice your expectations out loud, gently, but let people know your needs. That way you won't build up resentment and that simmering anger under the surface, which will derail a vacation faster than anything.
So how do you travel relationally with the Type 1?
It's a challenging thing when you get more than one personality in a room. When you add multiple personalities, aka a family, you have a potential problem on your hands. Becoming emotionally aware of yourself will help you to communicate your wants and needs, heading off a lot of conflict. Author Beth McCord says expectations ruin relationships. This is very true when traveling. Uncommunicated expectations can definitely hurt your vacation experience. Like we said earlier, ones have some wonderful strengths. They have integrity, they're honest, they fight for justice, and they're very responsible. Emotionally healthy ones will bring interest, joy, curiosity, and the willingness to try new things to the vacation experience. They're going to work hard to help make the vacation experience as good as it can be. They'll be highly aware of making the most of your time and your resources, and they'll put in the effort to make things happen. When traveling with a one, keep in mind that they have a lot of things going on in their head that you might not be aware of. They have expectations of how things should be done and the right way to do them. These expectations can be very frustrating for the rest of us if we don't allow the one to freely communicate and then discuss compromises. Also keep in mind that if plans change or something goes wrong, it's going to take the one some time to bounce back. So you need to give them some emotional and even physical space to just get it together.
We'll be creating a video for each of the Enneagram types following the type 1, so 2 through 9 after this. So be sure to keep an eye out for those, and check the description below for the links to all the blog posts corresponding to these videos and to the previous videos in this series. Also, we've combined all the information from our Enneagram and Travel blog posts into a free ebook that you can download, and that is in the links in the description below. And something that we've learned in our years of traveling as a family is that the biggest thing to make your travels as fun and as enjoyable as possible is to have grace for each other and to be able to understand each other's needs and differences. Happy travels!